Hey guys, welcome back. It's Captain of Industry. If you've ever been like me, you played through a game and then you've had a whole bunch of stuff go wrong and you've had to like spend time diagnosing it and trying to figure out and pinpoint the problem. And when you finally pinpoint the problem, sometimes you go, oh, man, you're an idiot. Jeez, I can't believe I did that. And sometimes you go, jeez, I can't believe it works like that. And that's what I'm doing. That second one. We got a bad maintenance problem, okay? Big maintenance problem happening here, right? Vehicles are broken, all that stuff, right? Okay, so here's the dealio, all right? As you know, we've started using steel for maintenance, and that's great. We're up on mechanical parts. It's brilliant. But now we have it for a different reason. Yeah, it's electronics. The electronics are not coming in now. Now, what would cause that to happen? Well, I've paused these two belts at the moment so that I can upgrade infrastructure. I need electronics in order to make those upgrades, but I wanted to show you what happened here. Basically, in order to make electronics, you need copper. We ain't got none, right? That's my good English for you today. We ain't got none. No copper, no impure copper either. In fact, all of these machines are sitting here doing basically nothing. Okay. Here's the problem. Here's the problem behind this, all right? I've upgraded these. I've said, hey, we're upgrading the copper stuff. And I've made this elaborate, you know, it's not really that elaborate. It's crushed ore, right? Crushed copper. So we're going to crush it now. We're going to get it in there. And everything's great and it's awesome. But that's not the problem. See, I thought it was this. I thought maybe, hey, you know, we need to upgrade these and make more. No. Silly me. The other thing is, I've rerouted the limestone, and I shouldn't have done that. Because these, the second recipe here for the copper ore, crushed, it takes sand, not limestone. So iron is limestone. This is sand. I didn't even bother to check. I did one of these. This entire episode is going to be me talking down myself, okay? Didn't bother to check. So I made this new bell, and it's completely pointless. Goodbye. But we don't need to do actually all of this. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go like that. I'm just going to break down a portion of it, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to route sand from the existing sand resource over here. And we're just going to have it come across here, all nice and clean like, and hook up like that. Okay, and we can probably bring it up to 2 really quick. And there. And then we can have the sand, maybe from this side, come in and connect. But I want to make sure I get the coal connected first. So the coal connects like, see? So coal's going to be a problem. Let's see if we can get the sand to connect cleanly. How about like that? Coal, can you do it? There we go. Okay. Okay, with this belt in, right, we should be able to get where we need to go related to getting sand in here. But that's still not the problem, because the ones that do have the correct resource are full with slag. Slag is backed up all the way. And I'm desperately trying to upgrade these, but I can't do it because we don't have the parts, and we don't have the electronics to make the parts, right? So all of this has caused us to have no electronics, which means no maintenance. Maintenance is now affecting the power grid. Maybe not over there, at least not yet, but there's certain elements of the power grid that are needing maintenance. At least they will very soon. And so we're going to start losing power as well. So what's the cause of all of this? Because I was doing really good on copper. What happened? Okay. Here's what happened. We connected the slag from this, and I routed it all the way around and connected it in here so the trucks didn't have to do it. But here's the deal. This side is going to sit here and do nothing. See it? It will sit here and do nothing until this side is done. And this side will never be done. So because of that, it just gets backed up and it's nuts. All right, so we're just going to upgrade this belt. I really, really, really wish we had balancers that could be up high. I think that would be really awesome. But alas, we do not. So here we are. Once more. Now all of the stuff will get backed up until the trucks come in and empty this thing out, okay? So yeah, anyway, so we needed to get that sorted out, and then hopefully now with the slag out of the way, we can start making, you know, all the stuff we need to make again. Now, after we get these upgraded, like these 3 are upgraded now, we're not going to need this blast furnace. We are going to feed this entire system is going to be fed with it's going to be fed with sand now, right? So I'm also not going to need that connected. I can back you up to there. And now I need to get this limestone routed again. So we'll have you go out this way, keep you up to height 2, why not? Keep you all nice and clean that way, and then drop you like this. So this is our limestone being rerouted. So you see that, huh? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Hopefully we have, well, I want to see copper. I had to buy copper. I'm not gonna wait for copper. Buy it. Buy a whole bunch, bring it in. The other thing I want to do eventually is to get this trading dock just way the hell over here. And I need to move it. I need to move it somewhere else where it's more convenient. I'm thinking maybe over on this side. I don't think I can really handle it being over here at all, so I'm not going to do that. But I've also got the bank here queued up or whatever, this little the shoreline or whatever. I've got it queued to be built all the way out to here if we can, because I have a plan for this area. I'd like to get it done, but I don't know if I can. Just depends on these guys dumping the slag where they need to dump it. So I'm going to pause this. And what we have here is an opportunity, as soon as we build the parts for it, we have an opportunity to greatly improve our copper setup. And that's what I'd like to do. I'm going to take and probably delete this. I think for now, pause is okay. But we can take and actually pause the big one too. And kind of feels bad to pause the big one since I just upgraded it. But this will be the first thing I turn on later, okay? We're going to use just these 2 for now. And I'm going to recreate, I guess I'm going to redo how the balancers are here. Or rather, how the, you know what I'm saying. These 2 things. I'm going to redo these. These are queued to be upgraded. I'm going to stop them. I don't think they're needed just yet. So I'm going to remove both of these, and this is going to open these up. Now, there is 1 blast furnace 2, which is going to make 48 molten copper. These each take 12 without being upgraded, and therefore 1 of these can now feed to 4 of these. So I'm going to put in a molten balancer. I think right, well, I would say it goes here, but because I can feed it from both sides, I guess I should probably do it like that, right? We'll feed it like this. We're going to put you that way into there. And then you are going to go that way into there. Man, I feel like I should do that differently, shouldn't I? Let's do it like... Oh, you can't because of that. Yeah, all right. Well, it's going to go in there then. It's fine. We'll go in like this, and then we'll go in there like this. And then you will go in like so. And like so. And then from this side, we'll pull you out and stick you in there. And then also go into there. And then this side, we'll go there. And then also go into there. Now, it's a bit more elaborate than we had before. But what this allows it to do is it allows me to feed all 4 of these from this one. And then later when I flip this on, it's already feeding it to 4 of them as well, which is perfect because then I can go ahead and upgrade all of them and I don't have to worry about connecting them later. So I think that's how we're going to play this for now. So I'm going to upgrade all of these, get the balancer in. I think get the balancer in. Nope, because I don't have the parts for the balancer, but that's okay. We'll get it eventually. In fact, you're not going to be able to get it eventually unless we do that. So let's turn that on. Okay. So I'm looking at copper, right? I'm trying to fix copper is what I'm trying to do here. And if the slag is out of the way, which it should be, then there, I need this done. And then I need this done. So the moment we have enough parts for this, we start getting copper again without having to buy it. That's a very important distinction. We get copper without having to buy it. Oh, come on. Let me hit the button. Please, let me hit the button. Can I hit it? Can I hit it, please? Please, please, please. I only need 4. You're really being used that quickly? Well, yeah, because it's being sent over here. I'm not going to bother with using any Unity to repair things because it'll get sorted out as soon as we have the copper. Okay, there it is. So we finished that, and it looks like to me I should probably turn this one on and leave this one off because I already got that routed, so we'll just do that instead. Okay, so the last thing to do is hook up the loose storage for the crushed copper. And so what I've done is I've removed all the copper ore from this belt already, from this conveyor already, and I'm just going to stick that in here. And basically this should actually be a level 2. There we go. And then what we're going to do is flip the direction on this. And now we have the green. The green. It's actually this one right here is. This right here needs to be have the products removed, but yeah, because I didn't remove the ore from this one, I guess. The other thing is we have ore here, you can see, and so we're just going to remove that because again, I don't think I need it, but we can leave this on the belt because if I ever turn this on, then it can just, you know, use it, I guess, to create for now, and then I can reconnect it later. Might as well just let it use whatever it can for now, though. And so now we've got all of these going from just this one, and we're using the crushed copper instead. I really don't need you guys upgraded again. We'll look at it later, but I don't think I need that upgraded anymore. I'll quick deliver this. Get the limestone back on track. And so with all of that done, we just need to feed this, the sand now. And so the sand is going to come off of this belt. Oh, I need to adjust this. My bad. Let's take it all the way back this far. Tell them to remove products from that belt. No, this belt has to be destroyed anyway because it's angled. It needs to not be angled like that. Okay, so now we'll take this belt and go in with the sand. That's creative. I'd like to go this way, though. I'll do that instead. And then we'll have right here. Just have it meet up. Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see. There it goes. Done. And done. So now the crushed copper can come into here. And now this one can have crushed copper ore as well. Now both of these have the copper scrap as their primary formula. So if trucks come and deliver it, we'll still use this first. Also, thing that really annoys me, maybe it annoys some of you too. Why in the world is crapper scrap? Crapper scrap? Why in the world is copper scrap orange? Now, I'm aware that, you know, when you see copper in the real world, like copper, well, trying to think of things off the top of my head here. When you see like copper wire and stuff, right? It's like an orangish color. Okay, but every single thing about copper in this entire game is green, except copper scrap. You notice that? Anyone else notice that? Look, copper ore, green. Copper ore here, green. Raw, green. Deposit, green. Copper scrap, orange. Why? Just change it to green. It's not like you're using green anyway. You're not using green for anything else, unless it's like the logo is used for uranium 2 or something. I don't know. It's weird. I just feel like it's strange. Okay. Next thing I want to do is we're going to be creating a lot of. We're going to be making a lot of copper here. Okay. So we do need to upgrade some of these, and now that we're starting to get electronics built up, I can go ahead and quick deliver for 2 of these things, and then I'll go ahead and just flip that on. and then remove this from the belt because that needs to happen. Whoopsie. These things don't have power. I beg to differ. So yeah, as maintenance improves, as we let it run and maintenance catches up, we should see the power become more stable. The only reason this isn't working is because of power. So is because of maintenance. It's the only reason we have power problems is because of maintenance. So these two metal casters are now upgraded. And so that means that they'll take 24. So as we create more with this and with this, we're now going to be creating more molten copper than we can actually use. And so we should find the molten copper supply starts to get a little bit backed up here with regards to the balancer and stuff. That's perfectly fine. And again, as we level up and stuff, as we get this, we can start to, you know, grab both of these and get them going. Now over on this side, I'm not going to level this up. Instead, I'm just going to pause it. And then what we'll do on this side instead, just for now, is I'm going to go ahead and remove these two. As you can see, this gets backed up and just sits here. And then what we'll do is we'll have this one go to there and this one go to there. And done. So that is going to allow this molten is going to now head this direction too, but it's still getting backed up here. So I'm going to need a balancer again, I think. Unless I just do this. Can I just do that? No. I can't connect that either, can I? No. I think I should just do a balancer here then. I need the supply from both of these to actually support going both directions. So we'll go ahead and grab the molten balancer. Stick that right here. Can't do it. I'll stick it here instead. That's fine. And then you will go... yeah, I think you'll go this way. And then you'll go this way. Now that's different than it was before because it's allowing the resources from this side to go that direction. It wasn't allowed to do that before. But now it can. So if this has got it backed up, it'll just, all of it will head that direction now. So we end up with all of these working, 2 of them upgraded, and 3 of these are operational. This should be creating enough plastic, and by plastic I mean copper. It should be creating enough copper to have this happen and to make it work. So let me just spend some unity to... No, stop. Don't do that. Let me spend some unity to repair that and get that moving. Part of me thinks I should be upgrading all of these belts too, right? I'm going to upgrade these belts too. So we're going to go ahead and say this belt is upgraded. And so is this one. So the supply that needs to go into maintenance, the belts that go into maintenance will all be upgraded. I think so. I think just let them all go in like that. Okay. Take a look at steel. Looking pretty good. It's all backed up. So we're going to take this flat conveyor and just go that way with it. And we'll quick deliver this. We'll get rid of that. We'll get you upgraded because I can, and get you upgraded because I can. And then we will give you the correct formula that you should be using, which is that one and that one. Okay. So now we are purely on steel for maintenance, and that's going to allow us to bank up iron, which is something I need to do. You might surprise you to learn that I need to do that. And it's true, I do. Let's toggle the direction here too. And I'll share with you why. We're making a lot of walls, and walls all take iron. So we're going to be banking up on concrete blocks and iron to make all the walls we need to make. Now, of course, you can still see we're having power problems, not enough maintenance. All that is still very much a thing. But since we are producing things faster now, this will over time go away. Okay, it's just something that we have to put up with for just a little bit longer. So we're going to go ahead and I think boost all of these. I think this belt needs yeah, these belts all need upgraded. Anything that goes for maintenance needs to be upgraded. I don't care about it on this side so much because we're not really doing any research right now. But like stuff like this, yeah, that all needs to flow. And since we are, you know, doing this with steel now, that all needs to happen too. So I'm going to say this one gets upgraded. And so does this. If there's a chance for like 2 of these to merge in, like this could be level 1. But if it combines at the same time with this one, that's a problem, right? Let's give these things some power. A little bit of repair too, I guess. I'll spend it for the repair as long as it's helping my maintenance. All the recyclables on its way out. It's very good. We still have this one going. Not yet, but we will repair it, and then it will be. And we're still trying to upgrade these too, so I think I'll go ahead and just trigger that. Make sure that those get upgraded as well. So now we'll have Metal Caster 2 on both of these, and that should be all the... I really think that should be all the metal we need. Like the iron, we're not using iron fast enough to need any more on that, and that's fine. So what we can do is we can just pause these if we want. We don't need them at this point. That will prevent the maintenance. So we want to catch up on maintenance, right? So we need to pause things that are currently consuming maintenance. So we'll pause you two. We'll go ahead and pause you two here. Let's just put a big stop to the glass entirely at the moment, because as these things are sitting here, they're taking maintenance. We don't want that. All right, so I can probably let this sit now and we will catch up with maintenance. It's a very high likeliness that that happens. Looks like I could also upgrade my my sand storage here a little bit too, eventually. Now the copper, these things are just gonna be waiting, so we're gonna end up getting our impure copper backed up a little bit, and that's okay. These things will just be waiting for quite a while. If for some reason I want them to go faster, you know, I can always boost them as well. We can just be like, hey, look, we're boosted. But I don't have a whole lot of unity at this point, so I don't want to do that. But I could give it a quick bump if I really need it. And then this belt here, I think this should be upgraded as well. I'm gonna pop this one to be upgraded. Let's go ahead and turn you back on. No, we don't have enough parts. Great. All right, let me let this run. Let this keep going. It's gonna catch up, right? 13%, 12%. It's not 0 anymore. It's gonna catch up. Recyclables will start getting processed again, which is good. And then that'll get fed around and go all the places it needs to go. I want to set up today this iron right here. I want to get that going to further down the line. I'd like to get it into steel if I could, and it looks to me like that's unnecessary to just move that like that. So we're gonna have a separate crushing zone, I guess, over here to mess with that. The other thing we could do, this was brought up in a comment, is find a way to get the extra molten iron brought over here into the steel area. I don't think that's necessary, and it's also kind of very difficult to do that. The bridge would have to go because it's too close, and I really think this entire thing right here could probably go, and most likely will go because my mine is going to be here. So I need this wall to extend up this way and around. You kind of cut through that a little bit, and so yeah, we're gonna need to fix that. Now let's take a look really quick at power. So it has to do with water. I was gonna mention this and then I just kind of forgot as I was going, so I want to focus that now. So water, right? We're currently using more than we can handle, okay? And it's because I did something silly. I have this pipe connected to this right here. So I'm now sending some of the water supply from these desalinators into this tank. And that's, for agriculture. I do not want to do that. because that is robbing water from my boilers, which is killing my entire power system. So what we need to do is, if I can find it, yep, just get rid of it. I do not want to connect that anymore. So now the water that we create should be going exclusively to the boilers. Speaking of which, we have 9 desalinators. They create 48 water each. We have 10 boilers. They use 48 water each. We are not creating enough water for the boilers. So we're also going to be adding 2 more. I would love to add 3 more, but I could technically do it like right here and then just route it around. But I'm going to save that possibility for something else. Now, I need to get another pump to support that, but if I put this anywhere near this area, this thing will complain. Observe. I can't do ocean access. Meh. My ship can't take off because that's in the water. It's very silly. So we're going to have to put the pump over here on this side, and we'll stick it, I guess right here is fine-ish. And then we're going to take this pipe, and we need to connect it to this. So it looks to me like I'm going to have to redo that. Bring it in like so. And then have you go up. It's 120, so we got to go like this. Yeah, up like so. Connect you. Connect you. Each of you are going to do 120. That means at this point, it needs to be pipe 3. And at this point, it needs to be pipe 3 as well. And then it will go into both of these. No, that's into 1. And so this needs to be pipe 3 as well. Yeah, and then at that point, then it can do what it's going to do. But the water needs to continue on like that. And like that. And then the steam also needs to do the same thing. Continue on and get in there like so. And like so. Okay, once this stuff is built, we can give it priority, get more water into this tank. That will provide more water to the boilers, and then the boilers... Why is your exhaust built up? Because of sulfur. Why? I think it's all because of power. I mean, if everything was running, we'd be using the sulfur, right? It's got to be because of power. Let me boost this and see if that's the case. Oh, no, it's limestone. What? What? That doesn't make any sense at all. We should not be using anywhere near that much limestone, especially with the power shutdown. This is all backed up. And the storages are all full, all the way up. So you're full of crap. This one's even full. And they've trucked it to make this one almost full. So you're just a liar, pants on fire, aren't you? I think I need more excavators, though. 2 of them is not enough. I'm gonna take, let's say 2 of them out of here because we have enough iron now, and we'll stick 2 excavators over here. And I can do that easily because I made sure that excavators feel like they're people too, and you know they can use the bridges. Speaking of bridges, I'm pretty sure this has to go away, and I'm gonna move it to be. I could put it like right up against this, I guess. Yeah, I think right here instead. And the reason for that is because I'm going to start laying a wall in over here as well, right? I said we need to start saving up our iron and our concrete and things like that. Well, it's for the wall. So we want a wall that protects this area so that none of this also falls in. We need to know where that wall is able to be. So we're going to take our mining tool and we're just going to kind of cover this area really quick. And this gives me sort of a general idea of where the mining grid is relative to the resources. And it looks like I could probably just I could put it right up against it, like very tight, but then there's not enough room for trucks to drive. So I'm going to go one in, I think, here. We're going to protect it from this point. So I'll start like this. And we'll just kind of do one of these numbers. I think at that point we can probably just copy. And we'll put it right there. Looks like we're going to need to move the mining tower. Which isn't that big of a deal, I guess. Need my mining grid to be over here now. And most likely we'll have... well, I think I want to make a driving path that's outside the mine, so... Perhaps we'll leave it to where it stops here. I think that's probably a good spot to stop, actually. So we'll go 2 short segments. And then... we go here. I think that's enough room for trucks. I think. Let's do the corner piece. And then the 2 small segments go here and here. And then this long piece would then need to go like this. So we'll see if the trucks choose to... Actually, would want to be closer. Yeah, I'd want to be like right up in here. We'll put a corner piece there. So let me see if what the trucks will do. And it looks like they're doing it just fine. Yeah. So the trucks can get through between this area just fine. But they need to go around in order to get into this area, which isn't that big of a burden. And there will be a way to drive without having to go all the way around. They'll be able to get in through the second entrance of the mine. So the copper mine is going to have 2 ramps. And then the primary ramp will be, I think, oh, well, one ramp will be over there. The other ramp will be over here. And this is probably going to be the ramp that most of them use regularly, because this is where they'll be dumping the copper supplies. So now I just need them to like get it here and bring copper over here. But I definitely don't want to block this roadway here until I have an alternative route put in. Look at that, huh? All the supplies are built up. Looks good. Conveyor 2, pushing all the resources in. Looks pretty sweet. Yep. Now we're... Oh, yeah, this is cooking now. Let's... Should we upgrade both of these just to get it out there faster? Look at these. Look at these. These are all boosted and they're working and everything is fine. And we have 100% maintenance. Yay. Okay, so we'll unboost these. Should be able to provide... There we go. Should be able to provide me with some unity now that I'm not using that. And then I need red parts, so go. We have almost 1,000 gold parts in storage. Love it. But no... Oh, I was going to say, but no electronics? What? It's a Unity issue again, so it's fine. They'll upgrade it eventually. I probably should get the second recycler rip, but it's 300 kilowatts of power and it's 45 people, and I'm cheap. Can't afford this. It's very expensive. No way I can afford that. Let me just go ahead and get rid of this. Now on this side, we're gonna have the wall continue at least up till about probably here. Yeah, this is pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll put the corner in right here and put a long wall there and there. And then I think another long wall will be over here somewhere. Looks like it's in line with this grid, so we'll say here. Yeah, like there and there. I want them to be able to drive through here though, because this will eventually be mine, so I can't do it that close. So the ideal with this is that they can use the ramp still to go this direction if they need to, but this is eventually going to be locked down. Like this is all going to be mine. So like there's a wall here is what I'm saying, right? So this is not going to be passable. What they'll do instead then is they can go through the mine, get to the second entrance, but they'll also be able to drive this. And that's why I want this, so we can drive across here and not have to worry about you know, having to go through the mine and stuff. But I think probably this will end up being a ramp, at least from here. I'll go ahead and pause that just in case. But the rest of the wall segment, I want them to build it. Okay. This water's full, which is kind of cool. This is also very full. Like the pipe itself is always full. So I think I could probably queue both of these pipes to upgrade. And then I want this water supply to go across. But I could also provide it into here. I could also send that water supply right directly into the people, right? I very well could. Just don't have any unity. Also, the cargo ship is low on fuel, so I want to take a look at that too. This is full on oil, but you're empty on fuel. Why is this? Is it because this isn't running at all? Why aren't you running at all? Why aren't you doing anything? You should be firing on all cylinders right now. Full output, exhaust. Well, it's because of the sulfur, yeah. So the interesting thing about this, yeah, I should have a balancer here, shouldn't I? Or I should just be processing. Honestly, why doesn't this have it? All right, I'm gonna grab a truck. I'm gonna dedicate a truck to this. Yeah, because this is silly. This thing should not be doing... In fact, you know what? I'm going to give this a big truck. Because the sulfur it's killing the entire power grid, right? So this is actually a pretty important task for a truck. I'm going to give this... There we go. We need the limestone to keep going so that we can keep processing the sulfur. Even if it is just into slag, it's got to happen. And then what I could probably do also is... I'll give you one more truck. Take one of your big trucks away. And I could even put a big truck right on this. And then what I want to do is I want to get going on this. Right? Our massive land bridge that's going to take forever to fill in. That gets us out to the giant oil deposit. So I want to get started on that too. So these guys have a lot of places to dump things. They just have to go do it. And it looks to me, I should probably get this area to be like this. So this ramp is done the way I want. And this is going to wrap around into this way too. So the oil, I was going to say, the oil, right? It's slow. It's not going as fast as it needs to. They unload stuff and then they just sit around and wait. Right now, it looks like it's full on that side because it's not running. But once this starts running again, when the sulfur gets processed all the way, this needs to be a T1. When the sulfur gets... Actually, I really don't even need to make it a high priority. It can go down to like P8. But if you boost it, it ignores the priority, or it ignores the power requirement. So this should hopefully clear out the sulfur so that we can process the exhaust so that the boilers can fire. You know, like all of that, it's all connected. Every resource in the game is just connected. And one tiny spot further up will just delay everything else before it. It's all just... It's kind of nuts. Now the spare naphtha... Yeah, see, this is making steam now. And maybe maxing out this pipe for exhaust too. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that completely. Oh, that one didn't need it. Well, whatever. You can both have it. I just don't want you to complain, okay? No more whining about having... There we go. See, once you see the white smoke here... This is the white smoke of... Wait, it's not really smoke, but this is the steam of victory, okay? All praise the white steam of victory. Okay, so we've got these final bits here. It's all hooked up and connected. Now we just have to make sure we have enough water for it. So we're going to take water, lift it up. It kicks out 60, remember? So we could get away, I guess, with it being here. Have you go up to 2. It's only 2, right? Yeah, 2. Nah, we'll just do it from here. It's fine. I don't really care to min-max this. 2, and then into the water pipe. Oh, you're on the ground level anyway. Yeah, because the brine is being lifted up. Yeah. So, I guess it doesn't matter. So we can go out like this and then like that, and then I guess we can min-max it. There. All right. So get that stuff built, and that'll send the water where it needs to go. Now for the brine, we need to make a modification to this pipe here. Pipe is going to need somewhere to go, and or the brine's going to need somewhere to go. So we're just going to raise this up to T2 and then pop it into there. I guess it's T3. I didn't realize that, but all right. And then we'll just connect this like that. I don't really care if it's a small pipe or not, but just do that. And then if we ever get some unity, that's going to send the brine all the way around to this pipe. And then I don't know if we're going to need to upgrade that pipe. It's possible, but I'm pretty sure that extra brine is just not something we're going to be able to support with this. I think that extra brine is too much for these to handle. I might boost one if I need it, but I don't think I'll need it. All right, what's going on with power here? Come on. Come on. This is a process, right? So if anything shuts down, you have to have certain components. They have to fire before the ones down the line will fire, right? So, losing power, it's a temporary thing. If we can get like this, get the water put into place, get the water actually funneling to the boilers, get the boilers firing, they finally get the steam over where it needs to be. The steam starts appearing in the pipe more regularly and in more higher quantities. Then these things can fire. Then we end up with our power being fine eventually. But until then, that's the problem. I think I'm going to make these pumps. Yeah, this is a P3. Somehow the rest of them didn't become P3s. So you guys are all P3s now. Congrats. And you know what? You're a P2. I kind of like that. We're going to say that you guys are P2s as well. Any spare power goes to this water so that we can funnel it into the boilers and we can get this stuff back on. Now the naphtha tank is full. That might mean that we're not, well, it may not mean that we're not burning enough, but I think we have enough room for one more boiler, I think, for naphtha. So I'm going to take and maybe put you right here. And then we're going to pull the water supply off of this pipe. Then we're going to get rid of the bridge because it's not needed anymore. I mean, there's nothing they can do in here anyway, right? Like, trucks can't come in here and do anything, so I just need to wait for the trucks to remove it, I guess. We're going to also need so the exhaust, well, the steam. First, the steam. That will go into this right here. We'll just shove it in there. And then the exhaust needs to go up to level 2, I think, underneath this. Yeah, underneath there. Or it's one more over. Yeah, underneath here. And then it's going to connect to that. And that'll route the steam and the exhaust correctly. So now it's just a matter of getting the parts to be delivered over here. Since I don't have any unity, I'm just gonna have to wait for the trucks to do it. But I think once the trucks do it, right, that'll take care of it. And then the naphtha supply, we're gonna pull that off of this pipe. And you know what? This is full. Sending naphtha to all these, this is maxed out. So I think we're gonna want to upgrade this pipe as well. See if we can get any unity here. We got both plenty of foods. We'll turn off one of the water savers, And we'll turn off, I think the maintenance reducer is probably okay to shut off now. I had it on before, but I'll shut it off so that we can start accumulating unity because it's just needed, man. There's too much to do and not enough time to do it all. Although the trucks are doing an okay job of this. There we go. Let's finish that off. Finish the bridge removal. And I think if we can get this pipe upgraded, the very important thing to do, I want to see about... Ooh. Okay, water pipe. New plan on the water pipe. First off, you're upgraded. Because you're feeding to 2 different boilers now. But the next thing, there we go. You want to route this under here and then in there. And then the water pipe can then go from here down to there. That's much better than what we had before. Okay, so look at that. It's full still. Maxed out pipe, still full to get it in here. Love it. We'll upgrade you too then. And I expect to see this draining now. I expect to. I don't know if we will, but I expect to see this thing struggling to stay on. But if it is, then great. If it's still sticking up, then great. We know the extra supply is coming from the crackers, and these don't need to run at all. But they're providing extra sour water, but I actually don't know. They might be providing... Well, the sulfur's not built up anymore. That feels good. You don't need to be boosted anymore. And now we should be able to get unity much faster. The truck's manually delivering the limestone. I don't even know where this truck is. What are you doing? Ah, you're dumping the slag over here. That's good. All right. Okay, so we solved the crisis. We started in a crisis, and we've solved it, okay? I hope you're happy. Let's take a look, and let's do something to celebrate. How about we upgrade you to be a greenhouse, and screw it. You can upgrade you to be a greenhouse too, okay? We'll get extra greenhouses as a way of celebrating our excellence. Also, I think we probably have to turn the glass back on. That's going to be required. And that needs to turn back on. And we'll turn on the 2 digesters, I think, too. Just start turning everything on, man. We got power now. Let's rock. Everything's great. So, on this side, I haven't got a chance to get to it yet because I wanted to do it this episode, but... A little stuttering there, sorry. It happens when you, like, try to move the camera with a right click, and then you reach the end of the screen or something. It messes up. In any case... I don't think I need to run these, do I? Well, we're backed up on sulfur, so yeah, probably should run them. At least 2 of them. What I want to do over here, I'm not sure about the space to do it and having enough room to do it. So I'm having them kind of expand this coastline right here, and I'm hoping that that will allow me to do what I'm trying to do. I'll probably also put a dock right here, because I think it'll let me do that. Let me just confirm that really quick. And yeah, it should. Right. It's right right there. It's a little bit further over, I guess. Yeah, it looks like it's just a little bit further over before it starts interfering with right there. Okay, so I'm gonna need to go a little bit further this direction, otherwise it won't work. I need to go about like that. I probably will end up bringing, I think, limestone. I'll probably end up bringing that right here, so I can get it fed this way, and really fed anywhere it needs to go. The other option is to feed the limestone, or to get limestone brought in over here, because, you know, this these formulas here for the more advanced blast furnaces, they need limestone. So I could get that brought in here instead of the wood, and then I can move to have the wood brought in over here instead. But I kind of like the way everything is organized at the moment, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. I would like to upgrade one of these, though. That requires me to have 2 more storage tanks. I'm going to go with... Probably need to do it back here. Because I'm trying to think of like where my wall is going to be. And there's a lot of iron here, right? So I'm going to have a wall through this. So I'm probably going to move to have the iron storage brought back to here. And then what we'll do with this, go ahead and just empty it. Yeah, get this. Go iron ore here instead. It should empty that and bring it over here. What I'm hoping to do with this, just go like that. No, that's not how this. Grr. You go there. Don't go there. There you go. We just need to empty this out. So we're gonna have another crushing setup over here, I think, just to get crushed iron to be brought in this area. I could alternatively choose to come in from this side, and then so I'd end up having it delivered here. It whips around, it gets crushed right here, and then it gets funneled into a crushed ore tank here, and then brought in on this side and going that way. It's up in the air. I'm not entirely sure how I want to do it yet, but in any case, we're going to need that crushed iron in order to upgrade these. And then I can upgrade the oxygen furnace as well, so that it coincides with the new speed and supply. And then finally upgrade the cooled caster as well, so that it can do more steel. I'm not noticing steel backed up anymore. Probably because half the supply is going towards, mechanical parts, which are much, much better. Yeah, we're definitely caught up on maintenance now. No problems. Okay. Feels good. We'll upgrade this storage so I can hold even more. And now we can hold over 1,000 gold parts, which feels good. These are still going, and yeah, solved all my problems. Okay, good. I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, before we go, to reward those of you who've stuck with me till the end of the video, I want to show you why I wanted the holes in the cities, right? There's little patches in the holes in the cities. These are optional things. They really don't do much. I thought maybe they would. I saw them in the trailers, and I saw them with some of the material that I was seeing for the game. And so I thought maybe this is something later on in the tech tree where it would actually matter. If we take a look over in the tech tree, near the middle, and we go over to here. After housing 3, you get settlement decorations. There are 4 different ones, and they don't seem to do anything. I was hoping they would do something, like maybe provide extra unity for people who live next to one or whatever, but it doesn't seem to do it. So we have a square with a column, like a statue, right? We have a lighter, like a square with just some shrubs and stuff, like a big plaza kind of thing, lighter in color. We have one that's darker in color. And then we have the fountain. And I'm going to put the fountain over here near the water source. So I'm going to build a water fountain right here in the middle. I'm going to spend the unity to do it. And once this is done building, that'll take a bit, actually. Let me just check on limestone really quick. Okay, we're back. We're back to normal. Also, the other thing I would like to do, since I moved my arrangement, I'm no longer doing it over here. I'm doing it over there. These fields can be purposed for food at the moment. I was going to use them for ethanol, and I probably still will for at least some of it, but it doesn't need to be sitting here doing nothing, right? So we can send this belt all the way over here like this. I just want to show you that I'm doing this. Actually, I think we'll lift it up from here. Level 1, right? We might as well give extra room for driving because you can see we're going to be putting a wall here. So let's allow them that extra driving room. And actually, I think this might even be better if we took this away like this. Again, for that extra driving room, since this is at level 1. And then what we can do is put the U-shaped conveyor this direction like that, and then zig it up. Or maybe just connect it up back up here, redo the whole thing. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to leave this driving room right here open. They're not going to be driving this way, so I don't really care about that. So then we can just connect it like that. And so that will get this field here, which we can now unpause. We can get that corn supply to be brought into the system now. It gives us even more compost. Well, at least I hope it does. That's the hope. That's the hope anyway. Let's take a look at it. And fountain, done. There you go. So now when we have water problems later, everyone can be like, we're thirsty. And then I can tell them to go, go play in the fountain. It looks nice though, doesn't it? Put some detail into this. It's just like a little plaza for... Honestly, put more detail into this than these houses. But yeah, I think it's going to look better once you get the bigger houses. Whoa, hey, camera, what's up? So apparently when you're zoomed way down, that right-click map move is really... Oh, yeah. It's super sensitive. I'm barely moving the mouse. Okay. So here's this. I think it'll look better with these houses. Huh? Looks like my college dorms. The only thing you're missing is the exterior staircase. Where's the fire escapes? I don't think these buildings are up to code. I don't see any fire escapes. Okay, I am going to leave it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you give it a chance and like the video. And we'll see you next time. I'm going to try and get some more advanced stuff going next time. Maybe make some medical supplies and stuff and start getting in the clinic going. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.